Good morning, everyone, from the beautiful state of Minnesota. This is Tom. I am with the Bee Project, the Honeybee Project. I am a hobby beekeeper up here in Minnesota, like I said in one of my first videos. And I am just actually picking up 7 more nukes this morning. If you've seen my other one, you would have seen me in northern Minnesota, helping out a friend with Hiving Bees. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos. But wanted to welcome you all to my channel, and also don't forget to like and also subscribe to my channel so that I can see that people are liking it and are coming back and that. And don't be afraid to put comments down below so that I can see what your comments are like. Like I've said before, I am a hobby beekeeper. This is the way I do my bees, and I am not an expert at it, but I wanted to bring you all along so that people in the northern Minnesota, like in Minnesota, who want to come up with to do beekeeping, can actually see it, what the experience is like. That's why I'm doing these videos, is to give you that opportunity to experience what it's like to be a beekeeper and maybe get you in close in that and enjoy different things in that. So let's go along and we'll see about getting these bees hived. Let's get into this. Now, we've got 3 who you should recognize this before. I actually have been here before. You were actually seeing me set up this base hive, getting it nice and level and everything. So let's get suited up. As you can see, I have the 3 nukes sitting on top of the hives right now. And I've actually got the entrances open. You want to actually get the entrances open so that they can acclimate themselves and also get out, because they've been enclosed probably for over an hour, more or less than an hour for the travel down here. But we'll suit up, we'll go through and get the bees in there, and I will try to get you an opportunity to look inside the nuke before I put anything in them, or actually take anything out. So you can kind of see what's in there in that. So we're going to start on that far end. We'll tear that hive down and get it ready for accepting the All right. So I've opened up the middle, taken out. I've got 4 frames in there now. Got a 5th frame right here. And we'll open the box up, get into the nuke, pull the frames out, put them in. All right, let's go for it. Bunch of bees in there. Round those out. To that side. All right, let's get in here. Pull these frames out. Got to be very careful doing this, just in case the queen happens to be over in this first frame. Pull the frame straight up, and of course we're taking a look. Got a lot of nectar in there, some pollen in that, so mildew on that one. So let's get this in there, and we'll go through. And like I said, as you go through, there is a frame of brood. We've got babies in here at different levels. So the queen is laying. Let's take a quick look. See anything? Now this population of bees will grow because of what you're seeing right here. This is brood. Another frame of brood. That's 3 frames of brood. That's really good. And then we should have a frame of food. Got some drones on there. in between, but that's all right. We will look for her a little harder on the next trip. All right, slide that frame over. Slide that frame over. And we will put this frame on the outside. Focus build up there. All right, now, you saw me do this before. What you got in here is bees. They get caught in these frames. So what you end up doing is you end up pulling these frames open a little bit. And then we bang them into the hive. Now, some people will put feeders on. These are hives that I actually lost last winter. So there's actually honey in these already. So there's actually food. So that's that hive. Now we'll get into the next hive and we'll go through that. All right, now we're down to the last hive at this location. As you can see, the bees are flying around here. Before I do hive them, I'm going to clean up some of these weeds in front of the hive. So the bees have a nice clear path to their entrance. All right, we got that done. All right, let's pull this down and we sit it right down. Now, the reason why you put the boxes in front of where the bees are going to be so they can orientate themselves as they're warming up or actually flying around. So once I get into the hive and I have to release them or actually put them in, they will actually be able to come back to the same location. You can see I've actually got frames in here ready. Like I said before, these are what we would call the dead out. And so I got to pull the frames out of the hive to make room for the 5 frames that I'm going to put in there today. And then what the bees will do is they will actually start to clean this hive once I install them into the hive. All right, that frame is going to stay. All right, so got some weeds right here. Get rid of. All right, let's get this one hived. A few bees on there. Now remember, the bees will actually go to the pheromone, but they will fly back and forth between these hives. So, as I said before, generally your first frame is going to be food for the bees. And you want to lift very carefully up because you don't know where the queen is. So here we got food, very heavy frame. You can see the glistening in there. Now, you put the frames in the order you take them out. You don't want to mix them all up because the queen is used to having this form. So now here we got another frame. This is all brew. Got some drone up top, down the bottom. That is a nice frame of brew. All right. Next one. Yeah, we got eggs in here. I don't know if you can see it with the sun, but if you look in these frames right here, you can just see the larva. Down here, you can definitely see it if it comes through on the camera. Got tight over there. Here's another frame of brew. You can see we have some drone coming through. And there's your honey. You know, basically your pollen and food they're working on. All right, let's get that dropped in there. Move this frame over. Drop the frame in. This one's got a little food and room for the queen to lay, or for the guys, the bees to put their nectar in for. Now, as I said before, we've got bees still in here. Being very careful because you do not know where the queen is. You'll open these up, hang them down, get them cleaned out of there. And then you do the same thing on the other end. Try not to kill too many bees. Go up to the side. Grab your pollen patty, which is actually to help the queen. Put that on top, right about where the brood pattern is. And then we cover them up. Like I said, these are dead out, so they actually have honey already in them. So we're going to allow the queen to, and the bees to start enjoying that nectar flow. We are right getting into the nectar flow here in Minnesota. There you go. Now you got a chance to see how I hive nukes. As you can see, they're flying around. They're now acclimating themselves to their new homes. So we will see how everything goes, and when we come back to revisit them, you get to see more inside. See you later.